All right, family. Black Power. Black Power is the truth hour with General Sarah Sunseti. Kick back, get your mind ready for some information that's guaranteed to be heavy. I'm excited and delighted to be accepting members to the Sarah Sunseti YouTube page, a dynamic page. Y'all know what it is. Black Power, Black Frequency. You feeling that frequency and energy, you should most definitely become a member. The link right down in the video description. Click that link. It's in the chat. Click that link. You'll get a video introduction rundown on the memberships, what they entail. You see one you like, you should most definitely join, even if you don't. I appreciate your presence here at the Sarah Sunseti YouTube page. Continue to engage, continue to advance. That's right, family. Ring the alarm, kingseti.com, online marketplace, official General Sarah Sunseti DVD lectures, t-shirts, tank tops, hoodies, African and Kemetic jewelry, holistic tonics and remedies, home decor accessories for every room in the house. KingSeti.com online marketplace, 25% off selected items at this time. Pull the fire alarm, GeneralSeti.com, SETI University. We talking about over 1,200 videos of pure heat, fire presented by General SETI himself. I put up some new information today. Get over there to check it out. We also got the supplemental, also monumental and instrumental research material from the Grandmaster teachers. I give you an overview on that material, giving you 360 degrees of supreme African academic knowledge and wisdom that cannot be compared to by any other website on the planet. Get over there, enroll today, family. Everybody knows SETI popping on Patreon, BPC making noise. We never calm. Just drop a hot one on there today. Got a hot one coming tomorrow. Become a patron. Gain access to this material. It's on fire. Check out the resume. You get a chance to see the general live. These are all the perks. Over 300 and more or more presentations exclusive only to Patreon. You got to have access to that. And make sure, and to all the family out there, donate to the general. I want to thank you. I appreciate the fact that you appreciate me. Any of the family out there would like to donate to the general, link right down in the video description. In the chat, click that link, donate. And I thank you ahead of time. Make sure you subscribe to all my YouTube channels, King SETI, General SETI, Sarah Sunseti. Rock that notification bell. Get a video a thumbs up. Like it because you love it. Share with your family and friends. And comment, comment, comment. Just don't say nothing stupid because I will ban your ass. Now, Uganda is accusing the U.S. of pushing LGBT agenda on Africa using aid. Using aid. Okay? Paying, trying to force nations and governments into their filthy agenda. Ain't that something? It's a sinister agenda going on out here. Real talk. And I'm glad our African family is standing up and making an example where it need to be made. Because this is we see other nations. They don't put them damn Arab nations in that type of they don't force that agenda on them Arab nations because they're gonna tell them go on the fuck on. You see what I'm saying? But they want to, because you know what? These Cro-Magnon Neanderthals have been going to Africa, filthy as they are, committing all type of atrocities. I mean, goddamn it, you want a motherfucking pushing agenda, push families. You see, I don't see them goddamn. Let's talk about families. Let's talk about keeping families together, man, woman, and child. Let's talk about that. Where's the agenda for that? Where's the economic aid for that? Build families. Natural. Natural family. They don't want, I don't hear no agenda. Don't see no agendas on that. But they want to bring in some filthy perverted. You see? Pervertedness. And not only is they banning all the these sick activities, and trying to go over there and get our babies, trying to steal our babies up out of Africa, thinking our people got to wake up. You can't force it. That's your goddamn business. You can't force your goddamn lifestyle on nobody. You see? You can't force your goddamn filthy lifestyle on nobody. Take your ass where you came from. See, this is why I say, peoples need to go back home. Yeah, go back home where you came from. Do it like you want to do it back at home in the cave. See, you want to come out here. You want to come out here with, caveman, attributes and caveman, behaviors. And want to force it on the world using money. And if nothing else and shit, locking motherfuckers up. Ain't no all the shit that they done in every sector of life. In every sector of life to promote this filthiness. I know it's hard. I know it's hard on you niggas. It's more out here than what we believe. I know it's hard. You know what I'm saying? You didn't intertwine with the Cro-Magnon. You didn't intertwine. You understand? In your own sick way, you didn't intertwine. But our people got to stand on what's right. It's about life. It's about life, and we understand the laws of nature. We understand it. We're in total agreement with nature. We in total agreement with nature. Ain't never turning back. See, the thing is, when you look at his relationship with nature on all levels, he's anti-nature on all levels. He's anti-life on all levels. If he wouldn't be anti-life, what man will build a goddamn bomb that can destroy the whole planet, but somebody that's anti-life? That's anti-life. You see, we can go to blows, but we ain't got to blow up the goddamn earth. We can go to blows, but we ain't got to blow up the goddamn earth. You see, say we're going to fight it until goddamn it, we're willing to destroy all life on the planet. You understand what I'm saying? Our greed to control everything, it can cause us to go to a war where we'll destroy everything on the planet. That just show you right there. You have no respect for life. This is key. This is key. Across the board. Across the board. I don't give a goddamn what sector of life. No respect for life. See? A suicidal mentality. A maniac suicidal mentality. Knowing we need air. Don't give a goddamn cut down all the trees. Just, to build a house. They rather, don't give a goddamn about us, having fresh air, pure air. And got to go to so many extremes to just convince a few that this is a good thing to clean the air up. You know what I'm saying? Got to damn near pass draconian laws to keep them from fucking up the air. And you still got enough out here that is polluting the air to, is still critical condition. The air is in critical condition. And you in agreement. You in step with this motherfucker. You in step with him. You all right with him. That just show your frequency. It show your energy. You see? Show your frequency and energy. If it's freedom of speech, then we should be able to speak. No matter, in disagreement, we don't have to agree with you. That's the freedom of speech. It's not freedom of speech when we agree with you or, anytime you disagree, they want to come down with some draconian ass laws. That's not freedom of speech. We don't have to agree with you. You stay over there, we stay over here. But we can be in disagreement. We can be in disagreement. That's true. We don't have to agree with you. And so that's what it boiled down to. And so they just as like dictators. No different than any other goddamn regime on this planet. Ain't no goddamn democracy over here. When that damn shot came out and all that shit, you couldn't say nothing on this damn. Probably can't say nothing now. We can't even disagree. We forcing people into a position to take some shit that they don't want to take. You understand what I'm saying? Was the initiators of the situation in there with their filthiness, craft and all type of illnesses and shit. You understand? Crafting them. Anti-nature, anti-life. Look at the goddamn water. Talking about the damn animal, ain't gonna be any time you can sit up here. And we talking about 75% of the planet is water. And you sitting up here telling me that by 2050, they talking about it might not be no fish in the goddamn ocean. How is that fucking possible if a maniac suicidal mind is not on the planet? Destroying, pillaging, and plundering life on the planet. You're anti-life. You're anti-life. Anything that's anti-life, they promote it. Anything that's anti-life, they promote it. Anything that's anti-life, you see with them, is funded. When it comes to life, they don't want to fund no life. They don't want to fund no life. Feed the people. That's funding life. You don't want to fund life. You fund wars. You put all your fucking money in wars. That's where you put your money. Blowing shit up, destroying shit. Instead of putting money in schools and putting, it ain't your, it's not your responsibility to teach everybody no goddamn way. But you say, this is what you're about. But this is not what we're saying. You taking the hard-earned money of people right out of this country, taking it all over the world to fund wars. And they ain't put one goddamn red cent in our community at all. But you can take from our community to fund their shit, but they won't even put a red pen and ain't supposed to. And so if they're not supposed to and won't, why should we allow y'all to take our money and fund wars and fund, no. We got to stand up. That's our right. You see, but it's been too goddamn long. It's about life. We know creation. Everything was put here to. If you're a natural creation of the universe and galaxy, you can produce. If you're natural, you have the ability to procreate that which you are. You got the mechanisms. If it's natural, okay? You ain't got no option of suicide. That's suicidal. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? If somebody let me know if I'm wrong. That's suicidal. You see? Because the thing is, they still have to infringe, and I say this, on the natural order. You still infringing on the natural order. Unless your ass came through a miracle whip jar, you still came just like everybody else through the womb. Now, unless they're going to start rolling these motherfuckers off the assembly line, you see, and cooking babies up like, in miracle whip jars, then they got to come here just like everybody else. So you hindering and you hinged on the natural order, even though you are not a part of the natural order. You infringe. You see, we don't have to infringe on your lifestyle. We don't at all. We don't have to infringe on you at all. We don't, for nothing. At all. We don't need you. At all, for nothing. At all. but you're hinged on the natural order of life, but you don't want to be natural. But you don't want to be natural. That's like a leech. That's a parasite leeching on the natural order. And so we look at who we are as a people. You have to decide who you are. Nobody else can decide that for you. You have to decide. And when you decide, you stand on that. That's just all it is. We don't listen. We are in a fight for our existence. That's what it boils down to. And I'm glad to see some of our leaders is stepping forward. You understand? Putting their foot down where they need to. This shit can't go on. We can't, no way. It's without question. They got to go where they got to go, but it ain't gonna be here. You can't do any and everything where you want, any way you want to. That's not possible. That's not possible. They shut some parks down at a certain time. You got to go home. Now, you may think you can stay there all you want. They'll lock your motherfucking ass. You can't do what you want to do when you want to do it. You understand what I'm saying? There's laws against things. You see? There's laws against things. And some people think they could just do whatever the fuck they want to do. Chaotic thinking. Just chaotic thinking, motherfuckers. Anything goes. That's why this world is upside down. That's why the air fucked up, the land fucked up, the people fucked up, the food fucked up. Everything. Upside down. We ain't even got natural food. Motherfucker eating plastic and shit. And they trying to introduce, you got a motherfucker talking about introducing human meat into consumption. You hear all the shit that they talking about nowadays? You know what I'm saying? They talking about depopulation and shit. How many people's, how many billions is not needed on the planet. This, that, and the third. Well, goddamn it, if it got to be some deduction, start with your ass. Anybody needs some deduction? See, they don't want to hear that. Start with you. Start with you. Volunteer, motherfucker. That's what I say. Volunteer for the deduction. But they always, they want to volunteer to exterminate. They're good at exterminating other people. That's what they're good at. But then when you bring it up, what I'm saying, then all of a sudden you out of line, you out of pocket. We don't want that. We want man, woman, and child, the natural order of the universe. The universe is about everlasting life. Everlasting life. How in the hell you gonna have everlasting life? And motherfuckers in here, walking around in a state of mass confusion and sickness, mental sickness. In a state of fucking mental sickness. Just imagine the whole world thinking like they think. Since it's an option. Just think of it being an option and just say everybody on the planet, and this is just hypothetical. Thought like that. Nigga, this earth will be extinct. It'll be extinct. In less than goddamn 20 years. It'll be extinct. Motherfucker just stop. It just remind me of that movie. I forget that movie where they just stopped having children. What was that shit? Children of Men or some shit. And then that one black sister had a baby. And it was something in her gene, but she was imagine that. No motherfucking births and shit on the planet. Just imagine that. Because when you think like that, you have to think of the possibilities. You see? And you talking about within one generation, the whole goddamn planet would go extinct. Imagine that. That just show you now just think about people just staying in families and you can see eternal life, everlasting life, everlasting life. They don't have, that ain't no option for us. We don't want that option. Take that shit on with you. And then want to exist amongst the righteous and hinge on the natural order. They don't want to abide by they just want to hinge on it. You understand what I'm saying? They want to come through the womb, then they want to go off and become a Frankenstein, and then they want to try to, try to kidnap somebody's children and shit, and this, that, and the third, and all. Yeah, y'all want to do no, we know what y'all is. Y'all motherfucking jinn. Y'all ain't nothing but the jinn. Shaitan. That's what y'all is. Got to talk about it. Somebody got to say something. We got to have a freedom to say something. We got to have a freedom to say something. They talk about niggas all day long. You can go on the internet. They got all type of pictures and shit with our people hanging. They don't care how we feel about that. That's desecration. Even though, it still, it serves as a reminder of, where we still at today. But they, that's up for us. That's up to us. You see, they put that up there, disrespectful to us every day. Putting our ancestors up on the internet. Hanging and lynched and all that, all type of, cartoons. They put blackface on every holiday, all overseas. Yeah, they do that. You see, that's why you have to demand. You can't ask nobody for shit. If you know it's, if you know it's right and it's in accordance with who you are, you got to demand. You can't ask nobody for shit. And if we don't give a fuck about you not giving us no aid. Africa rich. All Africa had to do is shut the doors on their ass. Shut the door. Shut the door. There ain't nothing coming up out of here. We keep it for ourselves. All food, we ain't selling shit. Stop selling it. Heal the land. Leave the land alone. Leave the resources in the damn land. Let the land heal. Let the earth heal. These we don't understand that. Just like the body needs certain elements and minerals and certain minerals and vitamins. Those are the vitamins and minerals of the earth. Leave it in the earth. You understand what I'm saying? Motherfuckers killing over us don't belong to them no way. You understand what I'm? Leave it in the earth. Let the earth heal. You understand what I'm saying? Quit sucking all the oil out the earth. That's the blood of the earth. Let the earth heal. So all them goddamn earthquakes is so goddamn powerful. Y'all fucking sucking all the oil out the damn tectonic plates is rubbing up and crushing out. But that's your own doing. You don't have no understanding. Ain't no respect for life. Ain't no respect for nature or the universe. And that's why this earth is in this predicament. So they want to buy motherfuckers to be able to so they can come in, because see, they used to coming into Africa. Being able to do what the fuck they want to do. I'm so glad Africa is waking up. Shut the door on their ass. So what? If you ain't got it, do without it. Shit. Learn how to do it yourself. We still got, it's over 1 billion Africans on the continent. You can look out for one another. Shouldn't be with that many people, man, and all the minds we got, shouldn't have to do without shit. Whatever could be done, if we have to start from the bottom and take it to the top, I'd rather do it that way than be, handcuffed by a beast to allow all type of goddamn demonic activities to come into Africa or in our communities too. Take that shit on up out of here. We don't want that. We already in a deficit because we trying to get, the relationship between the black man and woman together. We got to get that together. I don't give a fuck how bad it's still got to, or you going out just like they ass. A lot of these goddamn ideologies, these motherfuckers, people got out here just as suicidal as the shit that they talking about. Y'all motherfuckers heading for the edge. God damn it. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all heading straight to the edge. God damn it, with cement shoes on, ready to jump. God damn it, goes sink straight to the bottom. You know what I'm saying? Somebody got to, you got to choose, choose life, choose eternal life. Come back from your goddamn madness. Come back from your madness. You've been possessed. You know what I'm saying? Our peoples has been possessed. We've been, we've been beat, but we've been possessed also. You know what I'm saying? And you've been, swimming in this goddamn cesspool. You've been submerged in the cesspool. You see, for so goddamn long, you got to separate. You got to separate. And too many times our people can't see the separation. But you must separate it. We have to see a future that's totally free from corruption of all these behaviors in life, man, that we've been living with for the last 2,000 years. The last 400 in particular, but even before we got over here. You know what I'm saying? We began to, we began on a downward slope. You know what I'm saying? Where we was at the top, then we started to slide. And we have to go into our history and we had to figure out what was it? Well, how did we, we turn from that and become, what we are today and acknowledge what we are and deal with it. Acknowledge who we are and what we were and how we gonna get back there. How we gonna, how we gonna purge this shit from our spirits and our minds. You see what I'm saying? So that we can get back to the top. You ain't gonna do it with this beast. You might as well get over that. You might as well, come up off your toasters. You got a motherfucking toasters, man. And you gonna have to come up off for that shit. And you gonna have to, however you got to get it, however you gonna have. Some of you niggas want to defend the sickness. That's what you want to do. That's what you want to do. But I tell you what, nature is always the victor. You understand what I'm saying? You gonna keep thinking that you could do whatever you want to do when you want to do it, and you gonna find out that that's just not true. And so, family, today is the day we support our family in Africa that's waking up, that's banning this shit and stop, letting them kidnap our babies and take them out of Africa. They should ban, adoption of African children, man. With 1 billion people on the continent, how's you giving our babies away to these cave people? Or any other people other than their own people? No way. There's no way. We have to, it's ultimately about building the society so these sisters can take care of their children, man. And that these brothers get on their job and shit, man. And it's gonna be a lot of purging and pillaging. I know some of this shit cannot be done with the level and quality of human, of African that we had today. It's a lot of motherfuckers got to be purged from the tree in order for the tree to grow. You can't, if you got sickly branches and shit and this, that, and the third, tree not gonna grow. In fact, it's gonna become more and more infected. And that's what we have to understand. We can't live with cancer in our body. You understand what I'm saying? And that's what we've been doing. We've been living with cancer in our body. We talk about the cancer, but we just don't want to do nothing about it. And so that's what it boiled down to, healing ourselves and getting this cancer out of our body. And I see our peoples is starting to heal, wanting to heal, and starting to detox and purge these diseases out their body. And I commend them for doing it, and continue to move forward. And don't you ever stop. And as you move and knock it all down, don't leave nothing. If it ain't in accordance with the natural law, it got to go. It ain't no excuses for leaving it there. You know what I'm saying? Go down the checklist. Everything that got to go, make sure it go. Make sure it get you know what I'm saying? All this crazy shit that they, all this, jumping on the sisters and hurting the babies and the sisters and shit. We have to make a serious correction about that immediately. It should not take long, because that got to be done. A lot of the sicknesses is causing these niggas to do that type of ignorant shit to the children, to the women. That shit got to stop. Right along with that. Right along with it. And I know you niggas out there don't like that. I know you don't like that. I know you sick niggas out there don't like that, but it's gonna happen. And your time is up too, nigga. Your time, because you got a suicidal mentality. They think you gonna survive without your woman. They think you gonna survive without your woman, nigga. You's a suicidal nigga. You just like they is. You see what I'm saying? Y'all going to the same direction. Whether you think about it, when you think about the shit that you niggas talking about, y'all going to the same y'all going to the same destination, extinction. That's where you going. We're not going there. We know better. We are in accordance with nature, in a harmonious relationship with the universe. This is General Sarah Sunseti saying, hey, I know you niggas running. You can run, but you cannot hide. You can run, but you cannot hide. We got one more for the night, family. Support your general. Hit some of them links. This is General Sarah Sunseti saying, hey, arm yourself with knowledge. Black power to Africa. Arm yourself with knowledge. Black power to Africa and our black people all over the planet. Arm yourself with knowledge. Bang on that wicked ass beast daily. Liberation through African education and confrontation. Black power.